So you guys are interested in polishing wheels, you've looked up how do I polish wheels, you've watched a couple tutorials, and then you've looked up is this stuff actually any good? This is the Flitz general purpose metal polish. You can also use it on fiberglass and paints and plastic, which I haven't used it on, I've only used it on metal. But is it actually worth it? This stuff is kind of expensive. For this like 7-ounce bottle is $15 and it only goes up from there. This stuff is decently expensive compared to these little bars. These little bars that you can go up in grits and use on your wheel are like a couple dollars a bar. So is this stuff really worth it? Yes, honestly, this stuff is really good. It is expensive, it is on the higher end, but it is specifically for polishing aluminum and other materials where you don't want to be super abrasive. Obviously, aluminum's a very soft metal. If you were polishing, you know, cast iron, this stuff isn't the stuff for it. You want to use this stuff on very soft materials because it gets that really good final mirror finish. And to reiterate that, I wouldn't use this for a cut. I wouldn't use this to remove oxidization. I wouldn't use this to remove deep scratches. This is kind of your final step, is to use this stuff. And because it's your final step, you want to use something light. You want to use one of these Mother's Power puffball girl things, or you want to just use a rag and wipe this on and then wipe it off. This is for that final mirror finish. So if you guys get a bottle of this and you're going ham on a super oxidized set of wheels and you're like, this stuff's kind of garbage, yeah, well, it's not going to cut through that. So you're going to want to use these bars. You're going to want to go up in grit. You're going to want to use a coarser grit bar on your wheel, switch wheels, use a finer grit bar, and that's how you're going to get a good cut through all that oxidization, and then you're going to use this for your mirror finish. Some tips for this stuff is I would not do a giant section at once. Once this stuff dries, it becomes really hard to work with. You want to do a small section, you want to wipe on, you want to wipe off, you want to buff it off. You don't want to do you want to cover your entire wheel and then go absolutely ham with this ball, especially because this doesn't go very high in RPM. You don't want to go, you know, 3,000 RPM with this ball, it's going to explode. So small sections, this is for that final detail work. It works really good to get that final mirror finish. So I'm gonna show you guys some demonstrations, and then yeah, I recommend this stuff. Also, if you're doing a set of wheels, like I'm doing a set of Rega Master wheels, these are 15-inch wheels, this is plenty. This 7-ounce bottle is plenty. This stuff is on Amazon, there's a link below. Don't get the giant tub unless you know you're doing semi-truck wheels and you're doing 1,500 of them. Like, this stuff works great for one set of wheels. Yeah, okay. Catch you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this wheel is pretty heavily oxidized. There's actually like a line of goop going through here, and this stuff is hazed over. There is no mirror finish. You can't see the lights. You can barely see my hand in that reflection. Now, this is the use case where I would first do a cut. So I'm gonna use a wheel with some bars, and we're gonna cut this oxidization, and then once we get rid of that general haze, I'll show you guys how well the Flitz stuff works. Okay guys, and that was our first just general cut on the wheel. You can see the reflection is already so much better, but you can really tell that there's still a lot of scratches in there. So now we're gonna start working our way up in a finer grit, and I might even do one more pass of what we just did. But that initial haze is gone. This Flitz stuff won't take off that haze. You really gotta use a wheel and a coarse grit to get that haze off. Okay, we're gonna keep moving our way up until we get to the Flitz stuff to finish her off. All right, that was our second pass with the coarse grit. You can see our reflection is already getting even better, but we've still got some lines in there. And a lot of these lines are gonna be from the CNC machining on these wheels, but what we don't wanna see is really tiny little scratches everywhere. These bigger lines are tool path lines, so we're not too concerned about stuff like that, but our reflection is looking decent right now, but we can get that even better. Okay guys, now this is the point in which I would use the Flitz stuff. So we've cut through a lot of that oxidization. We've already got a great finish on this wheel. You can see the reflection is so much clearer than how we started. It's almost a perfect reflection other than the machining marks on the wheel. But compared to right here, this has not been touched. This is super, super hazy. It looks like there's a cloud over it, as opposed to this right here. So now we're gonna finish this up by hand with the Flitz stuff to show you guys you don't need the power ball either. And then we'll get that final polish on it, and we'll get some closing thoughts. Okay, so simple as this. Good little shake of the bottle, a decently clean rag. I'm a mechanic, none of my rags are that clean, but a decently clean spot on your rag. Watch the little cap bit fall off. Take this, you honestly don't need too much of this stuff, especially because you want to work in small sections. So we'll just do a little bit like that. We'll take this, we'll dab it on. This is honestly too much, but that's okay. So we'll dab it on, evenly spread it out, and then we're gonna wanna start buffing this immediately. You don't want this stuff to dry. And then you can see, hopefully you can see, it's starting to turn black already, which means it's taking off just a tiny bit of material. It's also cleaning up just a little bit of the rest of the stuff that we had on there. And we're just gonna work this around in circles. You can also use one of those little like buffing pads for this, I'm sure, but I'll just use a rag. And it's getting hazy. It's getting hazy, and then it's gonna start to clear up. And then you're gonna stop taking off material at some point because it's all gonna be gummed up in your rag. We'll switch to another clean spot on the rag. We'll continue buffing vigorously, getting that. Now we're taking off the material, so we're cleaning it up. Switch to another spot on the rag. I think this is important. You don't want to keep using the same dirty spot on the rag, and you can feel the texture under your hand change every time you do it. You can feel when you're applying material, and you can also feel when you're taking off material. And then now I'm giving it a final wipe, and then honestly, I would use a buffing pad. The microfiber is leaving some tiny little scratches in it, but I don't have a buffing pad with me, but I'll link one below for you guys. And then there it is. That's gonna be our final finish right there. So reflection's looking really good. You can see those big lines, those are the machining lines, but the rest of it, super clear. We got a really crisp reflection. That stuff's gonna glow under the sunlight. There we are. Well, there you guys go. That's my consensus on the Flitz stuff. It does work very well. It's worth the price, but you gotta use it properly. It's meant for that very final mirror polish. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, I'm probably gonna have another video doing a full restore on these wheels. If you notice, they're Desmond Regamaster Brights. They're the OG set. They're a super cool set of wheels. I might have a video specifically talking about the wheels as well. But yeah, this stuff works great. And then also just a few more tips. If you're doing this not as a professional, which is me, and you don't really know what you're gonna do or how you're doing any of this, I recommend 3 stages. More than that, you're gonna have some diminishing return, but I do an initial cut with something coarse, I do kind of a first polish with something fine, and then I finish it up with this, and that's good enough for me. It looks great from a distance. If you're doing this professionally, I'm sure you guys have like a gazillion products you're using, 16 stages, but if you're just a consumer, I like this as my final step, so highly recommend it. Good job, Flitz. You make a good polish.